Great. Well, welcome everybody to the OWL Europe first virtual program with our wonderful OWL president, Nivine Woods, and our guest of honor. And Nivine, why don't you take it away?
Thank you so much, Gaynor. Hi, everyone. Good evening to our friends joining us in Europe, and good afternoon to those joining in the US. My name is Nivine Woods. I am the CMO of Eye Care Partners here in St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm joining you from. And I have the privilege and honor to serve as the president of OWL. And I am so thrilled today to be having this conversation with the lovely Doctora Filomena Ribeiro, who is the president of the ESCRS. Like Gaynor said, this is our first OWL virtual event in Europe. I'll tell you a little bit of OWL. We are a nonprofit organization that started 20 years ago with the goal of advancing diversity in ophthalmic leadership. And here we are 20 years later, and one of our big priorities and one of my goals during my presidency is establishing our footprint and making a meaningful impact in Europe. I have to start by letting you know that this session is being recorded. Please put your questions in the chat and we will get to them if we have time at the end. So let's get started. Filomena, the best part of my day today is being able to have this conversation with you and getting to introduce you to our OWL members and get to know you not just as a leader and an amazing, remarkable ophthalmologist and president of ESCRS, but as a woman, as a person, as a mother. So I'll just start by giving you a couple of minutes to introduce yourself and give us a short introduction about yourself, where you're from, and how you got started in ophthalmology.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It really is a great pleasure to be here with all of you. And well, my name is Filomena Ribeiro, and I'm an ophthalmologist in the field of cataract and refractive surgery. Currently, I serve as the head of the ophthalmologic department at the Hospital da Luz in Lisbon, Portugal. And additionally, I'm a professor and researcher of the University of Lisbon. Well, I'm very proudly Portuguese, born and raised here. And I think that Portugal, with the very rich history and the very warm culture has always been my source of inspiration.
I have to fully agree. Lisbon is one of my favorite cities in the world.
Thank you. Well, what can I say more? I'm married and I am a mother of 3 children. And well, that's me.
How did you get into ophthalmology? When did you decide you wanted to be an ophthalmologist?
Well, getting into ophthalmology was really a journey guided by my passion for surgery. At the beginning in the university, I didn't have consider ophthalmology. But as soon as I was in touch with ophthalmology surgery, I realized that really is the most beautiful surgery in all medicine. So today I really feel lucky to have discovered this passion within the realm of ophthalmology.
Awesome. Giving the people the wonderful gift of vision and sight. So you knew you wanted to be a doctor. Since you were little, you wanted to be a doctor. And then in medical school, you discovered the passion for ophthalmology and eye surgery. Did you ever before, when you were young, did you ever have a job that was not in medicine or ophthalmology as a teenager or when you were in university?
Well, I had quite a few interesting and unusual jobs through my career. During my university years, I was always a working student. So, for instance, I worked in the pharmacovigilance, which was quite an adventure at that time, because I need to be connected all the time. So I need to carry around one of the first mobile phones, which was like a massive suitcase size device, you know, big device.
Yeah.
Well, additionally, I worked as a radio host.
You have
Melomany.
the voice, I must say. I can see that.
Oh, thank you. Melomany was the name of my program, and it was quite a passion project for me at that time.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, but maybe the most unusual and challenging experience that I had, it was after finish ophthalmology, because I had quite an experience as being the first, and well, as far as I know, the only medical doctor to conclude the doctoral program in biomedical engineering. It was really undertaking. I had to study all the bases of engineering subjects like physics, mathematics,
Physics, mechanics,
computer science.
equipment, connectivity,
Yeah,
which is
well,
so
it was
relevant now with all the instrumentation and
right.
devices that you're using as a cataract surgeon.
Yeah, I gained invaluable insights and skills from this experience. But really, one of the most valuable lessons that I learned with this experience was to breaking away from rigid training, you know, and thinking models. The thinking of an engineering is a lot different, and embracing this diversity of the way of thinking was really something instrumental for my professional growth,
I
I
can
must
see
say.
that. Thank you for sharing that. I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about ESCRS, because you are the president. You started your presidency in January of this year, and the term, if I'm not mistaken, is 2 years. So I want to
Yeah,
hear a little bit about how you became a member of ESCRS, and how ESCRS has influenced your career until you are now president. I understand also that you are the third woman president of
yeah,
ESCRS. Is that correct?
true,
Okay.
true. All over the years, we had also two women's
Mhm.
that, well, they are really a great inspiration for me. Beatriz Kochner and Maria José Tassignon, they are great models for all of us, and they really inspire us. Well, I became a member of the ECRS from the very beginning of my ophthalmology training. Um, I since early thought that this European big society can provide educational resources and networking opportunities, assess of the last advancements in the field. And so I understood that could have really an impact on my professional development. If I had to choose a moment, well, it was memorable when the main congress was held in Lisbon.
Lisbon.
It
Was it
was
5 years
a
ago?
moment of
17, 18? I remember.
17,
Oh,
2017.
right.
And at that moment, it was really a pride for me, not only because the Congress was hosted in my city, but also because at that moment I was the president of the Cataract and Refractive Surgery Group on Portugal. So the combination of both lead me to participate more in all activities of the organization of this big Congress. And it really was a great experience, and something that lead me to a commitment with the ECRS, and well, inspired me to take different roles within the society. I believe that the year after I was elected council member for the society, and then I take the role of a secretary, and now as president.
And we
So
are
yeah.
thrilled for that. We are so happy and celebrate your success and journey. I would love to hear what you want your legacy as president of ESCRS to be. What are your top 2, 3 priorities that you want people to remember after December 25 when you pass the baton to someone else?
Well, right now ECRS is a big society, and is an European society, of course, but is reaching a more broader spirit. So we right now receive delegates and members for all over the world. So yeah, the focus, the principal focus of the ECRS is always education and research in our field. But also I would like, and we started that 3 years ago in the presidency of Oliver, that push, and in a very, very efficient way, the social responsibility that we all have in sustainability, for instance. That was very well perceived by all the community, all our members. And I want to give a step further and bring also a culture of inclusivity within the society, and the broader ophthalmic community, and also with our charity projects. So we are actively working into increase the representation of diverse perspectives in our educational programs, panel discussions, leader rules. So try to embrace the wide range of viewpoints. It's something that can enrich our understanding of ophthalmology and our field, and also better serve our diverse patient population and bring more better and quality outcomes.
So you mentioned inclusivity, inclusion, something that's near and dear to our hearts, of course, at OWL. Tell me a little bit more about what it means to you and what ESCRS is doing to address specifically that.
Well, I think inclusivity is the motor, the real goal to achieve in such global society as ECRS right now. So we are trying to prioritize to ensure that diversity is integrated into all fields of the society and in all activities of the society, from education programs, scientific meeting, to leadership opportunities. So that's a real focus for us. We are, for instance, developing educational programs and resources focus on the unconscious bias, which is something that we need to deal with. These programs, they include workshops, online resources. Well, we'll try to raise awareness of this. But not only with these specific programs, ECRS is a charity, and we also are developing charity projects trying to promote equity on healthcare in countries like Mozambique, for instance, that I will visit this year. This project youth project that we are doing and promoting in Mozambique. But also, of course, all mentorship support programs that we can engage with more people. All these can bring more diverse culture on this big society, and it's basis for the development and in a quality sense of the society.
Love that, because there is so much diversity in Europe that we don't think about in the US or in other parts of the world. It's not just diversity of races and genders, but cultures and languages and ethnicities and backgrounds. And like you said, it's not just the representation, but truly the inclusion as well. So I have to ask you, how do you envision our organizations working best together, or how can OWL best support ESCRS in some of your DEI goals in Europe?
Well, the truth is you have a lot of experience with so many years working on this topic in the United States. So right now you are bringing all these value or these insights to Europe. And in Europe, the truth is we have start later with this kind of social responsibility, and we have a lot to learn. So what you can bring of experience for us is amazing in order for us to provide good programs, good projects, and well, sharing experience will be something that could make our organizations that right now with these similar goals can reach more people, more awareness, and develop these conscience of the problem, but also having combined projects to deal with these.
Are there any programs that you want to highlight that you are implementing in 2024?
Well, not, you mean outside of these goals, right? Well,
Yeah.
we are promoting a lot of projects right now. For instance, one that I really love is the Heritage Project.
Uh-huh.
So right now, the ESCRS has a lot of years in the field, so we need to bring to the young people the knowledge of how was the development of new techniques, the all innovation that the society has received in the Congress and inside the structure of the society. Bring these values to young people to understand the challenge of being educated and making research on the field, and what can this translate in providing more quality outcomes for our patients. So this is a program that I really like and enjoy a lot. But also we are trying to promote more networking. It's something that we need. We need to promote for taking advantage of the Congress, that we have people face to face, and promoting moments of networking is something that really provides opportunities to share experience, to make developments on our field, and the way we deal with the making decision process in our clinical practice. So we have new initiatives for the Congress that I hope that all the members will like to join us. Well, there are several projects going on, but maybe these two are something that I really like to
I
show.
love the networking one, of course, because that is one of our pillars at OWL. It is that the meaningful, purposeful networking, because at the end, whether it's business or medicine, it's an enterprise of people. It's people working with people, for people. So how do we connect, industry with doctors, people early in their career with mentors, and these are some of the programs that we at OWL are very, very passionate about, and that honestly we've seen tremendous impact by just making these meaningful connections and giving people a place where they feel safe to connect and share that they need help, share some of the issues and problems that maybe they're facing, and help each other. At the end, we're all people that want to help other people, but giving everyone a platform to do that is an amazing thing.
Yes, and the truth is right now the way of people to communicate is totally different. So also bring this spirit for young people is something that will provide value for the future. And also, I forgot to mention, but a strong focus also in surgical training is something that we want to provide for every people be able to receive the excellence of the training on surgery. And we'll have really great moments in our next main Congress in Barcelona.
Awesome. And we look forward to continuing the conversations and the partnerships. In the few minutes that are left, I'd like to talk more about, excuse me, about Filomena, the mother, the person. And I know you're a mother of 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl, because I come from a family of 2 boys and 1 girl as well. Tell me something that people would never expect about you, a hobby or a skill, something that you do with your children, perhaps, that would surprise us in a way.
Well, I really would love to have a special skill. I love everything about art, but I really don't have it. I don't have it.
Do you collect it? Maybe you don't create it, but you love to look at it. You love to collect it.
Yeah, well, my hobbies to with the children, we love to, for instance, play card games. It's something that we really love, and also in the whole family we are music lovers, and we like a lot to dance also. My favorite sport is paddle. I don't know if you know what paddle is, but it's
I
a
don't. I
sport.
was just going to ask you, what is that?
It's a sport that starts in Argentina, and right now is a big success in at least in Iberia, Portugal and Spain for sure. And it's something like a court of tennis, but a small size. It's always played with 4 persons, which make it also a social game. And this is played with the field has glasses, whole glasses, and well, it's very funny. It's very funny, very funny.
What is your favorite book? Other than the Bible,
Well,
what is your favorite book?
well, I must say I have several that I really love, but maybe if I transport that to the book that I always keep next to me, I will surprise you. I will surprise you. It's Mafalda from Kino, you know?
Ah,
Well, it's maybe surprising, but it's I really love the humor and making some social criticism also, and the Mafalda's reflections on politics and human nature and everyday life. They never fail to recite me with me, you know. I really enjoy to have always this book with me.
nice. So that's the book that I would find on your nightstand. If there's one book. What is your favorite movie?
Well, a little
Do you
bit
have a favorite movie?
Yeah. I also have a film that I'm not tired to see it and see it and see it again. And it's thinking now about that, the reasons are the same. So it's the life of Brian, featuring the Monty Python, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a classic comedy that I really find myself seeing the film several times. It's also about criticisms on religion, politics, and the absurdities of life, and never fails to bring me a smile, you
It's
know?
mine. So yeah, we know you appreciate a sense of humor and some
Yeah,
sarcasm here and
yeah.
there.
Humor and the social criticism is something that for me combines very well, and I enjoy.
That's lovely. If you had one wish, anything at all right now on this lovely Friday afternoon or evening for you, what would that be? If I had a magic wand.
Wow, if I had a magic wish, I need to put a lot of thinking about, because I don't want to jeopardize that. But yeah, maybe it would to bring back the sentiment of the song from John Lennon, Imagine. In my
Imagine.
generation, this song was a symbol for a world of peace, unity, harmony. And in today's world, it really seems that we need to have that wish granting by a Jenny lamp. It's difficult to imagine without a magic step to gain that. But right now makes even more sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am being conscious of time. I can't believe it's already 12 o'clock
Oh my
here.
God, so soon.
Time flies. It's been an absolute pleasure. I really, really enjoyed the conversation and getting to know you a bit. Anything you want to share in the last minute or so that I didn't ask you?
Well, no. Well, maybe I about skills. Well,
Hmm?
I was remember that in between my friends and family, I have a nickname, Perceptive.
What
They
is it?
call me Perceptive.
Perceptive. That is a nice
Yeah,
nickname.
yeah. Maybe because usually I always try to reach different perspectives for everything, even if they contradict my own beliefs. And that is something that sometimes provides some value for the decision-making process. And so that is something that my family and friends mention about me.
So that is your superpower. Perceptive. I
Yeah,
love that.
should be.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the very inspiring and interesting exchange. I look forward to seeing you in person in a couple of weeks in Boston. And thank you
Oh,
so
yeah.
much to our listeners and everyone on the webinar. Appreciate you spending some time of your evening with us. And in the last minute, I would just like to remind everybody of a couple of upcoming OWL events in Europe. We will be in Prague at the ECOS Symposium in June. And of course, we will have our next European event at ESCRS in Barcelona in September. So if you get a chance, please join us. And as you know, those of you joining ASCRS in the US and Boston in a couple of weeks, will be there with our signature event on April 7th. So thank you one and all. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your evening in Europe and afternoon in the US. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.